Still trying to get a hang of this multi-stream thing going on. Chugging along here, you know, seeing how it goes. Stream Elements is good. Let's see. Oh, there's me. Cool. Okay. Showing up now. No. You click to it. Word up. That's cool. We go here. I guess we can make sure everything is going all right. We can connect here. Okay. Trying out all the fun stuff. It looks like YouTube is having a little tricky. Hey, Spicy, let's go. Still just trying to get a little hang of it. This multi-streaming thing. What's today? Oh, interesting. Like upcoming and then scheduled. Oh, there it is. There we go. And now you can kind of let's see if these work. If I activate this. Cool. Right, and then this. I think that sets that up. It should be both. I have it set. What does this tell me here? Error. More than one ingestion is using the primary URL. Send one stream to primary ingestion. Open widget. I don't know why it's saying that. Was it? It's spitting out more than one. Interesting. Yeah, we're gonna have some hiccups, I think, with this. Let's see. Oh, so it kind of scheduled. But this is like a waiting for. I'm in your short stream, but I see your full screen instead of just the middle. Oh wait, let me say something. Wait, you're on my short stream, but I see your full screen instead of just. Oh, so like what? Like it's not showing both? This is weird. Let's see. Yeah, it's got like this upcoming one, but I don't know why it would have this. Can I end this? That's weird. I'm in your short stream, but I see your full. Interesting. Let me see. Are they all? They're all here. Yeah. Lives. Yeah, it's doing a weird thing where I guess it's. How do you get rid of this? Oh wait, maybe manage videos? Yeah, I see what you're saying. I see, because it's... Oh, it's on your end. Okay, well, I'm still seeing some weird nonsense here too, though. Like, it's got like a... Like... This upcoming. Like, I'm not upcoming. I have a scheduled stream, but it's like... This will be deleted. Let's see, more actions. Okay, delete that one. I understand. Delete forever. Get rid of that stream. But right now, as the moment, I'm trying to see. Hey, I need to level up 6 times before day 6. Level up like your account on your Fortnite account. You're like level 500 or something, aren't you, Maslow? I am. I'm partly ready. Okay, so this is going. If I go home and I go here, there's me talking. So that's cool, but last time it had both. What is that right there? Oh. Oh, your crew ends. Oh, oh wow, spicy. You're 796. I'm like way behind. I'm only like, I just hit 400. Okay, so right now it seems like on YouTube I'm only getting one. I'm not getting both. The vertical. It's only showing one right now. I wonder if there's a way to like... Oh, and look, there's full screen. We don't want... Why is full screen there? We don't want that. We want that. No, that. Okay. Sorry about that. Let's see what TikTok's doing. There's me. Okay. You're only 497. Oh shit, I'm catching up. I'm like 406. Okay, that's deleted, but now. So I only got one going on YouTube right now. It's a little annoying. Only thing I can think of is what if I don't know if I want to screw with things. Keep losing worlds. How? Keep dying? Just trying to make sure I have everything set right here. Oh. I guess I'm gonna start at this point because unless I can like restart this. I wonder what happens if I don't know if I should hit the button or not. To just play. Play or not to play. You know what? I'm gonna say 3 is good enough for now, right? We got a TikTok one going. We got somewhat of a... They don't make it easy, that's for sure. They don't make this shit easy. Oh, Lego Fortnite Expert World. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think I'm gonna have time to do. I did I named it Storm King on Nah, just for a little. Fuck it. I think we're ready to go. You're so cool and entertaining. Thank you, Jace. I haven't even begun. But that's the kind of the point, right? Keep you entertained. Are you not entertained? Have you seen the Fortnite Wrapped thing? I have not. But I'm gonna get into playing. I can't figure out why my YouTube Shorts isn't streaming, but I got the horizontal going. Right, Spicy said that. Oh, I don't want to. Oh, that's me talking. Okay. Yeah, so we're good on that, I guess, for now. If I go back to go live, that's what I'm at now. If I click, yeah, oh, I see, and there's only one here, stream. Oh, here's this, okay. Oh. It's like, I don't know. I'll check it out. It's on Fortnite GG. Oh, is it? Can you name a basketball player for an edit? Wait, what? What level are you? What's his name? Name a basketball player for an edit? What's his name? Steph Curry? Is that his name? He's like one of the sickest 3-point shooters. It amazes me how any of those basketball players can take those shots and get them in, but right, Steph Curry, how about that? Now I'm gonna see my face on some strange edit somewhere. Yes, YouTube's being weird. I don't know what's going on with YouTube. It seems that like you're gonna do. I want to just freaking play. I'm sick of waiting around, but. Hey, Spicy, quick question. When you see what's playing right now, are you in the shorts or are you in the horizontal? Connection poor. That's cool. Doesn't really say. Oh, I guess it's taken. Horizontal. Alright, cool. That's fine with me. As long as you can see everything. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's still saying this. More than one ingestion is using the primary URL. Send one stream to the primary URL. I open the widget. Alright, so what I'm going to do for now, I'm going to cancel the vertical. Let's see what this does. I think that just canceled both. Oh, no, it didn't. Win a game and you get a follow. Well, Jason, fortunately, I'm going to be playing Lego Fortnite. That's usually my main thing. But yeah, and TikTok doesn't have a separate thing for Lego Fortnite, so I had to put Fortnite. So forgive me if I've misled you. Alright, I got one stream going on that. I still have a warning about low bit rate, but that's it. I turned off the horizontal because I don't know what was going on with it. I think it was sending to the same thing, so I gotta figure that out. Anyway, I'm sick of standing here. I'm gonna fucking play. Oh man, Mauser, you gotta get those totems But yeah, let's we're going and we're doing the Lego Fortnite, Jace. So I appreciate the encouragement to win for a follow. But we going Odyssey, baby. If it makes you feel any better, it's a hardcore coral. It's an expert world, which means if I die, and I don't have a totem on, I lose the world forever. But I don't think I'm gonna have time. I don't think I'm gonna have time today to do the Storm King. I'm pretty much set for it, but I just know that you only have an hour, I think, before the portal closes. So so we're gonna be waiting on that. But in the meantime, we can level up our weapons, right? This rifted. That's rifted too. Rifted. And let's go. Let's go do. What's my essence at? Let's get a little bit more essence. And I'm gonna actually. I'm gonna do this for this anyway too. I'm left the creative world AFK while I shower. Alright. Jace, I appreciate the follow. You're still watching. I have not seen the crazy dupe glitch. I could probably YouTube it. But also, I don't always like to do stuff like that because that kind of stuff can kind of ruin your play experience. Like, it taints it. What are we gonna give my... You don't need to do anything. Oh, snap. Now there are village chests, right? You know what's funny? I almost feel like when I was making my weapons, I don't think the emeralds were coming, the gems were coming out. If you have mats in the chest... Damage and lifesteal? No, I want maybe zapping. Yeah, you know what's funny? I was just, I think I saw that. I noticed that, but I didn't, like, test it, but I was like, I don't think my... Do zapping. Let's just do that. This is just a backup bow anyway. Alright, we're gonna... We're going in. We got an extra bow. We need some arrows, I think, though. Let's get some more arrows. Boom. I like the noise that the arrows make now when you make them. Listen to a little click. I think it's funny, like, who decides those changes? Like, you know now, when we make the arrows, there needs to be a little extra noise. Oh, okay. I'm loading it up. 230, that should be fine. I'll do one more. Also, I'm curious. What do we all think about the slurp? The slurp launcher. I'm gonna make one. I need more slurp juice. You're all wax. Are still not rocking bows in the hot bar, I see. No. I'm not doing the double yet. Should I do it? Actually. But here's the thing I was thinking. Do I really need to? Because once you start fighting the Storm King, it's like you gotta line up your shots. Like, you don't really need to, like, rapid fire them. And I will say I am a bit of a I'm like a little bit of a stubborn, like, set in my ways. I don't always just go for like the meta, you know. But right now, you need to fire as fast as possible, always. I just get this like picture of like Arnold Schwarzenegger in Predator when he's got like the minigun and he just like unloads. Is it? And he just like is it him? No, is the other guy that has the gun and just like, oh, is it the black guy? And he's like unloading into the trees. And he just like, because he sees it and he's like, rah! It's like he just mows down a whole jungle. I got to get to that speed with the bows, right? Just a minigun crossbow. I mean, I'll probably try it when I do the full setup. Like, because as of now, like, I'm even thinking, like, do I have enough slurp? I'm actually even thinking about, has anyone tried the slurp gun, like, as like a healing thing? I only have 3. I need, what do you gotta use to get slurp? I need shrooms, don't I? No. Oh yeah, I need slurp mushrooms. God damn. I haven't had a slurp mushroom in like forever. Alright, well, scratch that idea for now. Alright, I think I'm going in. I'm gonna do another storm cave, level up a couple more weapons. I'm pretty much good probably to go and fight the Storm King. But I'll be honest, I'm probably gonna do that. I'm probably gonna try to do it tomorrow. See, look, I'm looking pretty good now with my legendary weapons. Got my spears, my crossbows. The Storm King fight can be super annoying. Sink of time if you're losing. Melting durability on bows that cost plenty to upgrade. Spending 10 eyes per attempt. Having the 2 bows, while not necessary, might as well be. It's that big of a help. Yeah, I'll probably set up everything once I delve in. I started this stream a little bit later than I wanted to today, and I only have till 4, unfortunately. So we'll see how that goes. Plus, I'm still kind of testing out now. I'm like multi-streaming, so now I got like, well, 3 outputs today because something's going on with YouTube verticals. But I'm still kind of testing all that. Yeah, I'll probably do it. My only other concern is sometimes it's like if I'm not used to those kinds of things, then like it kind of becomes like it kind of impedes my ability rather than help it. But let's see. I think we're gonna try number 4. Like even for instance like this, like everyone tells you to put the bus stop like at the cave. And I'm like, no, I want to put it at my like little thing. Oh, shield for me, like, if I don't have a shield on, I end up, like, forgetting that it's, not equipped or something, and I still take damage. Speaking of which, yeah, I should be okay. Let's drop it. See, I should probably just put the bus stop at the cave, but I like the whole, actually, I'm just gonna fly to it. What's the point? I got wasn't until the same with dual bows. Yeah. Like I said, I'll probably set that up once it comes time for Storm King. As of now, I'm still trying to like level up my bows to the point where oh hi buddy. Excuse me. Oh. I'm like using these other. I'm making these ruby swords kind of more as an experiment. They don't have like the storm stuff to them, but I like the ruby stuff because it just works faster. So I'm kind of just going with that. That's why I use it for collect eyes and melt through rifted bows and turn them in legendary. Yeah, they're just good to farm. So like I'm kind of farming them. They actually are pretty good. If you don't go all the way, you can. They're a pretty good source of farming arrows. Yeah, arrows too. Like this guy right here. Hey, bud. Oh no, you don't have a bow. Yeah, these swords are just so much faster. It's kind of crazy. Also, do let me know if my volumes are are good and everything. Like, I know there's like sometimes I feel like there's like weird etiquette with streaming and streamers and like what you can mention, but I'm kind of pretty cool with most stuff. Unfortunately, the shields don't. Oh, you know you can shoot these? I didn't know that until recently. I never worry about arrows anymore. You get so many feathers from. Yeah, that is true. I'm being lazy. I haven't been back to the Star Wars stuff in a minute. This guy here though, but this is like a good way to like kind of be self-sustainable with the arrows, so you don't really have to go. Oh, let's see. Let's go. Oh, the lag is getting worse. Love that. Excuse me, guys. Woo! The lifesteal does come in handy, though. Like here, they drop. How many arrows they drop? What was that? Only 5 that time. Sometimes they drop 10. But it's like it kind of like self-sustains itself. Damn, lag is getting bad today. Any more arrows I miss? Let's go. Next level. I'm trying to make sure I see all the chats now. The trials and tribulations of multi-streaming. Okay, so dropping down now, and this is probably, if I lag out, will be where I die. And let's pray that my totem keeps me safe. How am I getting rid of that? Where is that on? I have to go like this. Excuse me a second. There you go. Succulent crochet. That's a name. The internet, man, it is. I used to quote like I used to say like the internet is serious business, and I would misspell is and serious and business because people take it too seriously. They like take they take the internet way too seriously, but then on the other hand, it is very serious. Like you can't let trolls get to you, but then there's a certain level where people can dox you or send you really messed up shit or hack you or steal information. So this is very Wild Westy type of place, but also don't always take it so serious. All right, here we go. First craziness. Yeah. Let's do this. Broke one. Keep it moving. I hate when they get close and it's like this guy. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, woohoo. Oh, nice. I love the zap. Come on, come on. I'm just gonna hit you like this. Is that it? Excuse me, guys. Excuse me. Oh. Okay. Yeah, zapping is pretty sus. I even find the life steal is pretty good too. Actually, it's fun to keep the guys like on low life. See? Because then you can get double kill. And then the zapping with the life steal is pretty sweet because then you get like... You get double the life right off the bat. And then yeah, see? Boom. And I have the rejuvenating thing coming up. Woo. Whoa. I think that one guy's here though. Or maybe not. Every now and then there's they have one of those guys that teleports in and he drops down with a pickaxe. And he gives you a stone when he smashes, but if he hits you, he messes you up. Oh. That's cool. Now we got a super bow. Look out. Super bow. Love it. Woo. I think Stormbane is better than Lifesteal for Storm King content. Just my preference. He's a pain in the ass sometimes. The Stormbane, yeah, yeah, like that's why these ones here, I only have these. I'm kind of just setting up as more for like everyday use or like not just storm things. Because I like the Ruby just because they attack faster, and I'm kind of curious to see how they feel, especially the spear. Because at first I hated the spear, but then I kind of have fun with the spear now. Yeah, that's why I brought this guy, which 1825. God damn. Gonna struggle a little bit, but that's fine. I should probably rift 2 bows so that I'm not just wasting it, but I don't know. I didn't think it was gonna go that fast. I love the lightsabers. I wish there was a way to kind of make them even better. They should allow you to... Well... I'm about to start carrying a third in the hotbar, honestly. Yeah. I'm trying to think now. I'll put the meat back. Pumpkin pie. What I should do? Does this give me... Yeah, that's fine. I hate that little hiccup lag. My essence set. Trying to get as many bows from... I mean arrows. This music is good, but I like when it takes you to the cyberpunk sounding music. This reminds me too much of the Star Wars stuff. Do I need this bow? Nah, you just... Alright. Next level. The pies are great, but I never need them. Once you have villages or ovens you need with pizza and everywhere. Yeah. I have a whole bunch of stuff built up. Again, this is kind of just my like grinding setup, and I'll probably, you know, change it out for some more serious proper equipment when I decide to take on the Storm King. Yeah, see, here it is, the cyberpunk music. Wow. My aim is off today. Come on, bro. I do love that you can pick up your arrows though, like that you don't just waste them. I feel like any game, if you play a game nowadays and you shoot an arrow and you miss and you can't pick it back up, I'm like, yo, that shit's stupid. Like, how are you gonna be a game in 2025 and have arrows that you can't pick up? Yeah. That's like how it is sometimes for me. I'm like, oh, get some sick ass shots off, like I'm a true sniper. And then other days it's just embarrassing. Oh, look at this. Sure. 1, 2. I missed. What was that? I missed that one too. I missed. Alright, I'm just gonna waste arrows now. Cool. I like when you randomly catch the bad guys dancing. What's up, bro? These guys never seem to want to roll at you and smash into your shield. Damn, that shit hurts. Damn, but that was good. Heal me back up. Yeah, I think I've caught that before. You know, I saw just recently was one of my villagers. Like, I put benches around my fire so they can like sit in the benches, and the one farmer guy was just actually sitting on the floor. I never saw one of them sitting on the floor. Oh, word! Look, right there, right there. Boom. Mission accomplished. So I have a question though. So have we seen anyone utilize the slurp guns with the Storm King? I feel like they'd be pretty good because you can like shoot them, or even just the slurp juice. Like you can heal, you can drink one and have that just like heal you over time while you're running through. I feel like I'm not too familiar with the slurp guns, but I feel like you shoot and then throw something on the ground and you can run over it and it heals you for a little bit. You can throw that around. Sounds like so much fun. Doesn't sound frustrating at all. I'm gonna have to set up my oh man. Oh yeah, I've seen some videos, you know, a long time ago. It's a 15-minute fight for starters. Okay. So you could easily die right at the end and have to do it again. If you lose after that, it's aggravating. Yeah. Yo, so check this out. Way back in the day when PlayStation 1 came out, my buddy, his dad got it for him. He got him a PlayStation, and he had a couple games. I think the first games he had was Loaded, which is like a top-down. You're like a psycho killer, and then we would go to like Blockbuster and we rented Resident Evil, the first one, and he played a lot. And like a lot of the times, I would just watch him play, and I would like be like the guy to tell him like, oh, maybe try this or do this. I was like the co-pilot kind of thing, and he got all the way up to like the snake. But remember, like at this point we didn't have a memory card. We just didn't have one. And so we get up, he's like, all right, this is where we have to fight the snake. We had like a walkthrough, and we're like, all right, I tell him, I'm like, you got to do this, and you got to do this and this and this. And he literally goes in there, the snake just goes in, wraps around him, and just eats him and dies. And like we had like got so far and then just died, and like no saves. At that point, we like later on, like we put the game down, and when we came back, we got to that point again, and then he was like, "I'm calling my dad." He's like, "We're gonna go get a memory card right now." He's like, "Dad, can we get a memory card?" He's like, "I'll mow the lawn this weekend," and then we were able to save. But I'll never forget that story. It was like, "You want to get in there? You want him? He's gonna do this. You got to get this, and then do this." And the snake just was like, yoink, and just killed him. All right, let's see. What are we doing? Rollies or bears? Rollies or bears? Bears. Look at them. Look at them. What is that? All right, bears. What do we got behind me? All right, this is going to be a fun one. Ready? Who's coming over here? Who wants to say hi? Oh, you do. You already see me. Yay. Do 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 do. Honestly? Ooh. I like when they get stuck. That's what I like. I'll take the bears any day over the rollers, to be honest. Look, I can't get to him. Get out of my way, bro. No, here, smell my ass instead. Get rid of this guy. Oh, zapped. Excuse me. Woo, that was a close one. Yeah. First, oh, look at this. Legendary fish. I got a legendary fish. Blue small fry. I'll take it. I'm old. I was playing games where you just couldn't save. No memory cards existed. Maybe the game gave out codes at certain points. The rollers and weird shooty things are definitely the last thing I choose. I actually had that happen before. Yeah, the rollies. I don't even. Actually, I would. Yeah, the shooting guys I think are worse though. They even at range, those bullets they shoot are super fast. And yeah, I would say this. My first system was Nintendo, an NES. So I've actually just the beat bear giving. Yeah, that was the first time. I've read it on Reddit that it could happen, but that was the first time I experienced it. But yeah, I started Nintendo, and I'll be honest, on PlayStation, I remember recommending certain games. Like I think like Twisted Metal was a good game to get for starters because it had passcodes too. Like you didn't need a memory, like you didn't have a memory card to save. You had passwords to start at certain levels. Like Mega Man, I think also had or Mega Man X. I'm thinking of the Super Nintendo. But yeah, some of those 8-bit games are great. Twisted Metal, dude. I used to put the disc in my Discman and just listen to the soundtrack, like. That, and I remember like Wipeout XL. That was a good one too. Wipeout XL had an instrumental version of Firestarter from Prodigy. That had a really good soundtrack. No, I just lost a crystal. I think it had like the Chemical Brothers on it and Prodigy. Wipeout XL. I'm kind of pissed off. I remember at some point I wasn't that good at it. And I didn't like it that much, and I ended up. And this one kid in my school, he would go to Blockbuster. He would like steal the games from Blockbuster. Then he had a modded PlayStation. He'd rip the games, and then he would sell the CDs, like the games themselves. And he traded. So I traded him Wipeout XL for that was the Street Fighter EX plus Alpha, that 3D Street Fighter, that first one. That had that whole slew of weird characters like Doctrine Dark. I think we're going down again. It's just crystals now. Excuse me, have you seen the crystals I'm looking for? Yeah, here's an arrow in his face. Oh, look at this guy. Oh, I love that. That guy didn't stand a chance. One crystal. 2 crystals. Same thing. Ugh. Look at that guy. Same exact layout. I love when I don't have to go like searching for it. I hate when I miss though. I'm not even gonna bother. Alright, I'm gonna do a little quick stream check real quick. Let me see how we looking here. Alright, I think this looking okay. Views, that's good. Oh, pretty cool on. Digging the views, people joining on that. Alright. Nice, and some copper too. I'm gonna be honest, I actually really enjoy the grind of these caves. It's like you get good stuff, you get a good amount of essence, and good drops. Let's see, I'm gonna eat this. Yeah. I still sometimes, like, I love the skins, I love the Peely skins and all that, but sometimes I wish for a Lego game you were able to kind of customize your own minifig. Well, I don't know why more games don't do that. Like, instead of selling us skins, or if you sell the skins, let the pieces of the skins, like the head, the jacket, or the pants, be like interchangeable, so you can like mix and match. That's what we need. I mean, yeah, I get it. You'll probably get some really weird, ugly, stupid stuff. But I mean, I don't know. Like GTA was great for that. You could just go shopping and just mix and match whatever you wanted. What we got now? What's this? Oh, Thunderlord already? For real? Alrighty then. Let's do it. And I'm sure they're gonna eventually patch this. They're gonna be like, oh, now the guy teleports up here or some nonsense. There we go. They did fix it for Raven, I know that. You can't cheese him, but he's not even that hard. I honestly don't know if this guy's hard because I never actually fought him like a real battle. I just want your shit, bro. It's like, I don't get no time for this. I think it's partly like my ego. Like, I could take him regular if I tried a bunch of times. I could, but why do I need to do that? I don't gotta prove that to myself. I don't gotta prove that. I don't need these fish. Where's my? Okay. I literally dropped that on the gym sheet. Give me that. Sapphire dagger. Do we have anything we can get rid of that I really don't care about? Oh, I beat the Star Wars caves like that. Rain down from above. Oh, that's, yeah. Hey, Jace. Reaching out again. How are you? The boss troop. Yeah, there was it was the boss captain looking guy, and then the other guy that like used to like dodge around. He was really tough. And when I first played the expert mode, I didn't like bother going any deeper than like what I needed to get like 2 lightsabers, and I was like, peace, I'm not doing this anymore. Yeah, the all black helmet guy, that guy. And he had like the, what do you have? He had the pistol that like really hit hard too. I'm gonna drop this and just take this. Take this. Oh, you know what I need to try too? Hold on a second. Let me get out of here. Let me get out of somewhere safe first, and then we'll do something. And now you roll all the way. Don't roll all the way in the freaking caves. It'd be much easier. Actually, I'll take this. Alright, I want to see something if this works. Give me a second here. I have this program. Let's see if I sign in. I thought I did sign in. I guess it didn't work. Connect the TikTok API directly using... Maybe? What will this do? I'm trying to see if I get the TikTok into the same chat window as this other thing. That would be cool. Anyway. Let's get back to home base. Drop off some of this lovely stuff. Jumping into the abyss. My shield, I feel like I'm Captain America. They should have circle shields too. Lego had circle shields. And I still think the shield should be, you should be able to put like emblems on them. Because Lego shields had emblems on them. Alright. Let's drop off some stuff. Oh, I have an extra book. Let us read it, shall we? What happened? Why am I still cold? Yeah, okay. These things are good. The rift. What are these? Rift crystals. Oh, yeah. Get rifty in here. Got some pelts. That's good too. A lot of pelts. 7 amber. So wait, so let me get this straight. So I can just keep making weapons and it's not gonna screw me over? You know what's funny though? Like I don't even need to. Like I have so many swords at the moment. Yeah, I should probably do that. I should just have a huge thing of. Let me see. Let me put this stuff away because I might do that. I was at 3:21 already. Man, dude, where does the time freaking go? Ugh. And I hate the whole thing where as you get older, like chunks of time become a less percentage of your life, so they just end up feeling faster. Like when you're 3 years old, a year is 1/3 of your life, you know? But like then once you become like, you know, I'm trying to fill a gem chest with full durability legendary bows. Well, I'm not really getting there. Let's see what I have. I put all my special stuff. Shh, don't tell anybody. I put all my good legendary stuff in my home up here. Drop them in here, see? I should make a better bow. But see, it's like... But like, check this out. Like, just from doing this... Like up here, I got all these, and then I have all these, and then I had all these swords. It just sucks that they're not gold. Yeah, time is a very interesting. I always liked the thing that was a time deviation. They talk as you get further away from the gravitational force of the Earth, or like, I guess other celestial objects. Time goes slower. That was like the thing when they said there was these astronauts, and there was like this astronaut who had like a twin, and his twin went up into space, and then like when he came back down, it was like he was like a couple seconds younger than his brother. I never used any of that. I had to create a storage depot just for those 5-6 things you keep getting from the dungeons. Yeah. It's like these are good. My thought process, and I don't know if anyone else does this or if you do this, but like when yeah, I could go, just give me a little something and I'll go on for hours. But I was gonna say, I play games a lot of times as if I'm going to then be playing with other people. Like that's kind of my, so like when I'm like, even like I haven't touched a Demon Souls or a Dark Souls game in like forever, but like when I'm playing it, I'm crafting, and even though the majority of the game is like a one player experience, and I do know Elden Ring has like PvP, I try to craft a character that if I could PvP with, he'd be good. And then also like, for instance, in this game, I'm trying to set up my world and like have like extra stuff, so if ever I have friends that visit, I can, you know, gift them with a bunch of weapons and charms and things like that. Not that, you know, people ever visit me. Actually, people ask, but if I don't know you, I'm not going to just let people that I don't really know into the world. But yeah, so like I kind of play like in that sense, so it's like I keep everything. I'm also I don't want to say I'm a hoarder, but I was way into fighting games in Madden and COD. Yeah, I played the first Dark Souls or Demon Souls for PS3, and around that time my PS3 broke. It was suck. I made a really cool character too. He was all white. He was like white hair, like super white like skin, like he was like a I don't know, like a undead or something. And I was really trying to level up his bow and arrows, and then my PS3 broke where like things weren't loading in. Like I'd be in the world and it just wouldn't be other things. And I had to like send my PS3 in, and that was like a time where I didn't even have a gaming console to play anything. And then when it came back, it was like that game was done, and I forget what came out then, but it might have been Street Fighter 4, where I started to get it really into fighting games, and I kind of just left that behind. I fell off. I played Metal Gear 1. I attempted Metal Gear 2. I didn't get Kojima's style. Like, he made it too much like, it's all a game, Snake, it's all a game. And I was just like, I'm over it. And then so like I didn't finish Metal Gear Solid 2, didn't even touch 3. And then I got into 4 and I was like, this game's a masterpiece. And at that point I never really went back, which my one friend decided to just watch someone play it on YouTube. But never touched. All the Zelda games look really cool, but I fell off of Nintendo after like PlayStation. I always respected Nintendo for the games that their first party games they made and their systems, but up until recently, and even still recently, I like online games. Metal Gear has a few great games. Snake Eater is great. Yeah, I've heard that Snake Eater is like one of the best ones. I could see that. And I've heard amazing things about all of them. It's just, again, I never had a Nintendo. I didn't really pick up any of the other Nintendo consoles. And I'm kind of like a one game type of gamer. So as of now, I'm mostly on Lego Fortnite, and then I play Battle Royale occasionally, and Ballistic. But I'm using Ballistic to kind of get my keyboard mouse control skills up, because I'm not that good still with that. I was a Nintendo 64 guy while most people were on PS1. I hopped to PS when the PS2 dropped because it had online Madden. Yeah. I always feel, and I still feel like that PlayStation 1 was like the proper successor to the Super Nintendo in terms of the way the games looked and the way the amount of third-party games that it had, and like still get like a lot of these weird quirky Japanese games, and it had the RPGs and all that stuff. And it was really Nintendo's stubbornness to like stick to the cartridge. I think that's what really turned off a lot of developers. They're like, because you had to buy a blank Nintendo cartridge from Nintendo to print your games. Yeah. I wasn't gonna get a PS1. I thought Super Nintendo was it. I'm like, you don't need anything. Like, the Super Nintendo is the best. That's it. All these other consoles. Remember how many consoles came out at that time? PS2 is incredible. Yeah, PS2. I would still say PS2. I mean, I felt like the PlayStation era of gaming was kind of, dare I say, almost like peak at the time, with the amount of, you could find gems that just weren't popular. Like, it was just an interesting thing. PS2 gaming started to get a bit more like AAA games were like just it kind of thing. And a lot of like the popular games on PS1 made their way to PS2. But like, I would still bring up one of the most amazing things I thought with PlayStation 1 was Monster Rancher. I don't know if you ever played Monster Rancher, but like you could take any disc, any musical disc, and put it in the PlayStation while it was running, and it would generate a monster from it. And that was mind-blowing to me. Like, Cool Borders, Siphon Filter. But Siphon Filter came out on PlayStation 1. That was the first one. If I remember correctly. And it's crazy to think, because it's just like, yeah, that was the PlayStation 1. I loved Siphon Filter. See, I didn't play it on. I didn't play that one. Yeah, the PS2 one. I don't think I ended up playing that one. I used to love that game. That game, oh, the sniper rifle with the night vision. Man. And then PlayStation had games like Parappa the Rapper. It's just you know. I think I gotta put this somewhere special. And I forgot to put this somewhere. These go here. This stuff's gotta go. Oh, look, I have more of this. I'll put more here. Look how many of these you get. I didn't play Ratchet and Clank, and I know a lot of people loved Spyro the Dragon, and I've only dabbled, but at that point I was kind of over those kind of Crash Bandicoot type platforming, or like games that were like, you know, Mario 64. You know. Yeah, I mean, there's so many games I didn't play too. I'll be honest, like, you know, like, I mean, with any type of medium, whether it's books or movies, it's just like there's just so much, you know, that you know, Earthworm Jim. That was a good. Yeah, I'm trying to think. PlayStation 1. You know, it was a cool game on PlayStation 1. It was like Syndicate Wars. And then they had like PC ports, like Diablo was on PlayStation 1. That's where I first played Diablo. The Need for Speed games were really good too. I kind of miss like Need for Speed 3, Hot Pursuit, Tenchu. Tenchu was amazing. Oh man, Tenchu, that I had so much fun playing that game. Trying to get through all these crappy shields first. Oh yeah, I mean, I think I said this before. I just love that. I love gaming. I love gaming culture, not the toxic side, obviously, and all like the sexist bullshit that, you know, ends up making its way into the news or some bullshit. But like, it's the one industry that like I grew up with, and there's iconic characters that are as popular as like Mickey Mouse, you know. Altered Beast, yeah, Golden Age Gamer, yeah, man, like Altered Beast. What else was great? Yo, my friends had. You ever remember on Sega Genesis, Kid Chameleon? They had the different helmets. I mean, and your name just invokes, of course, Golden Axe, right? Golden Axe 2, and you had. You ever play original Sonic? Sonic 2. I didn't do Sonic 3. I did Sonic and Knuckles. Vector Man was like the last good 2D platformer. And another one that everyone raves about that I never played was Comic Zone. That was another one. So many good games. I'm trying to think what else. Contra and Super Contra. Super Contra, man. Man. What other? I'm trying to think of other. You know, I loved on Sega Genesis too. Road Rash 2. That motorcycle game. That was like, it was no game like that. I still feel like they don't really have a motorcycle racing game where you're in a gang and like you're beating the crap out of other players. Afterburner, yeah. Oh man. You know, it was a good one for Super Nintendo. Cybernator. Do you remember that? It was a 2D one where you were a mech. And it was like anime style type of thing. That was Konami. Yeah, motorcycle chain whip game. And then when you like you would hit a sign, you'd be like, and you just like fly over like the whole thing. You could do the code. What was it? It was called like the Wild Thing 2000. And it would just say, I remember the description, way high tech. We could tell you more, but then we'd have to kill you. And it just had infinite nitro bursts. And on Road Rash 2, you had that one hill on the Hawaii map that would just launch you like all the way into the air off the screen. Oh man. Some of those games were so simple and still was amused for so long. Oh yeah. I mean, even in yeah. Well, you know, like I mean, you have to think about like when people think about games, and I mentioned this website before. There's this he was a game designer, and then also like he redesigned, like he played Street Fighter a lot, but his name is David Serlin, and he has Serlin.net, and he kind of does a whole thing of gaming and philosophy. If you're into fighting games, you know the whole play to win. He kind of was the one who literally wrote a book about it, like playing to win, kind of thing in fighting games, which kind of changed my whole perspective on a lot of competitive games. But he breaks down a lot, like how there's different types of games. You know, like there's story games where like you play through a story, and it's just like after you beat it, the game is done. But then you have games like chess and baseball or football, well, where there's no story, and you can play it forever. You can play it over and over and over, and there's always something different happens. You know. And it's just like if you have a simple game, like look at Tetris. Tetris is iconic, and it still works. You could still pick up Tetris and be like, "Yo, let me go at it," right? Like, so, you know, I do feel like a lot of times developers, I think, kind of miss that idea that like, especially nowadays when everybody's just trying to cash in on like some kind of play to, you know, subscription based game. It's like, yo, just make the game fun. Yeah, Madden, Call of Duty, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, all the same reasons. How fast can you think and act over and over again? And I used to say Street Fighter was like, to me, was like chess on crack, you know? Like it just, the mind games, the strategy, you know, the game just got deeper and deeper. I'm putting my legendary fish in here. This is just like my... I should also do this treasure map, I think. Street Fighter 2 Turbo is insane. Yeah. And it's like, I mean, all those types of things. And I used to get so mad when I'd go to a bar, and the only arcade machines that like most bars have would just be like, you know, Deer Hunter. And, you know, no shade at Deer Hunter, but like I would just like to like play people in like, you know, a 2D fighter. Growing up, I loved that kind of thing back before modern comeback mechanics. Yeah, that shit was brutal then. But what was I gonna say? But yeah, I mean, like there was a brief time. It was a brief time where when I got into Street Fighter 4, I got the arcade stick, played online, and there was. And my whole thing was I used to love, like, back in the day, I barely got a chance to play on the arcade. When games became a major industry, companies had to implement microtransactions, which changed the gaming world. Yeah, I agree. I mean, you know, it just became this dominant thing. Plus games, the amount of money it costs to invest in a game, too. But, yeah, the one thing I would say was, like, I always liked the idea of trying to play in the arcade against other people that, like, shared this passion. But I was never good in the arcade on an arcade stick because I just never played enough in that. That was until I got Street Fighter 4 and I got the Tournament Edition stick and I started playing. And I knew that the stick had the same parts that were in the cabinets. And in New York City, there was still one beacon left of... arcades. It was in Chinatown, and it was a Chinatown Fair arcade, and apparently that's where Justin Wong used to play out of. Like that was like the it was called, to them they called it Liberty City Arcade, like that was their thing. So apparently if you went there on certain times, you could actually play like these big these like sick players. But I just remember that they had a Street Fighter 4 cabinet, like vanilla Street Fighter, and I was able to go down, put my quarter on the screen, and I was like, I got next. And I did all right. I did okay. You know, I used my Bison and my Guile. And I did okay. And it was cool because you turn around after you like won or lost, be like, anyone else want to play? Like anyone else? And everyone's like people watching. They'd be like, no, they just want to watch. I was like, all right. What time is it now? What do we have? 3:41. I think we have time to maybe go kill Raven. Maybe you know what we'll do? Let's make another. Okay, so check this. Let's see. Howslow was saying about, all right, 34. What should we do? What weapons should we make? $44 and $34. I'm 58 and I spent most of my Saturdays at the mall arcade until the Atari 2600 came out. Oh yeah, I'm 41, so I started at NES. So growing up, I didn't really have a chance to get to the arcades, and there was one not far. My parents didn't live far from a mall, but you know, and I have to say, I beat. And if you remember the Avengers, I beat the Avengers game and I beat the X-Men game in the arcade. Each game cost about $5 to beat if you were just like playing it. America still needs your help. That was a good one. There were some incredible cabinets. There was a step-in stand-in Tron 720, the original Skate or Die, the afterburner that moved. Yo, my friend, he's like a musician. He's a musician producer, and so he spends a lot of time, and he's like a keyboard player too. So he spends a lot of time like researching and collecting or bidding on like vintage like keyboards, Moogs, Korgs, whatever. But he also does that with arcade cabinets, and he had an arcade in his garage, and he had. Do you remember Virtua On? That sit down with the 2 joysticks? Yo, dude, he got that. He got that somewhere, and we literally had like he'd have parties where bands would play, and like we'd be sitting down playing Virtua On. Like it was one of my favorite. I love giant robots and mechs, and like that was the best. No. Yeah, until they started. Oh, yeah, dude. Until this shit started becoming like $1, and yeah. Then you're like, what's the? Yeah. You remember? I remember at a roller skating rink by where my parents lived, and they had an arcade. And do you remember? They had a game Dragon's Lair, and everyone was wowed by it because it looked just like a cartoon, but like it had just one button, and you had to like hit the button at the right time, otherwise you would just die. And that thing would just eat your quarters because it was so hard. And I think I remember it came out for Sega CD, and the game sucked just as much, even though it looked really cool. All right, let's see. I'm gonna try to. Oh no, I want to make something. That's what I'm doing now. Yeah. I do remember the trackball, but I don't remember too many of the tabletop games. But I remember some of them had the trackball, or like the multiple games they had in there. Let's see. We're gonna make. I'm gonna make another gold. And then make another one of these. Oh no, it's still. Nope, I guess they must have fixed that. Maybe not. Let's see. Nope, they got it. Oh no, I do remember the sports game. They had a Marble Madness was a trackball. I think I've seen that in a couple arcades. Track and field, yes, and there's a golf one too. And actually, I saw not that long ago. Well, it's probably been a minute now, but like, they would have tournaments with that golf game where they'd line up the thing and they'd be like, whew, and they would just hit it, and like they were like pros playing this like golf game with the ball. They got like really good at it. Gauntlet was the first game that 4 players could play at the. Yeah, my time I remember playing at the roller skating rink. They had Golden Tee is godlike. Yeah, see, that was. I never got into it, but you only had a few quarters, so you wanted to play the games. Of course, for me, it was like the Ninja Turtles, arcade game, and of course, The Simpsons was another good one. Those beat 'em ups. Oh, you know what else I want? Oh, we'll wait on that. X-Men floor, yeah. Some of those just had sick, like, when you had the audio and you just sit there as a kid and just watch, like, the intro of the X-Men one. Like, that stuff just seems so badass to me. Like... I hate that when this takes forever. I don't remember. Sinistar? Is this in the arcade or... I can Google it. Oh, hold on. What is this? Oh. And I remember, like, after Mortal Kombat, everyone was like on the blood rate, like the gory phase. So they had like a game called like Vikings, and of course Primal Rage was a big one with the dinosaurs. I don't remember Sinistar. You know what my friend had too? Speaking of my friend in his garage, he had the Aerosmith gun game. That was funny. People forgot that Aerosmith had an arcade game. I never got off MK until MK4 dropped and it was 3D, and I still to this day think it's the worst MK ever made. A lot of times they tried to go with like the whole 3D thing. Yeah, I never... The last sports game that I was really into was the NHL 94 for Sega Genesis. That was the one that I was playing a lot of. Come on. I don't have any more. Okay. Even the current MK I own and play, I can't say MK4. I liked Zaxxon. That's another one I don't think I know. Let's see. Old Commodore. You know what's crazy too? I have other friends. They help run the retro gaming convention out here in New York, and they that's always cool because it's like they do it in a museum. That was like it's called like the I think they call it the Cradle of Aviation or something. They have like it's like an aviation museum. They did a really good job, and it's like they have at one point like you go in and it's like all museum. It's like all these old systems. Then they have some tournaments like Mario Kart and stuff. And then you go into this one area and they just filled it with all these old, really cool arcade games. And it's like in a hangar where there's like an F-14 like sticking out. Like they block it off, but like you're in this area where there's all these like jets and stuff. And then you got all these arcade machines. That's actually where I discovered the Gundam game, Gundam EX. You ever see that EX Versus or Gundam Versus EX? And it's like a 2v2 style game, almost like a Virtua On, but you get to pick like from like hundreds of different Gundams. There's like a bunch of different versions out now, but I remember playing. I'm like, what game is this? This is amazing. I actually was playing. I got one of them for PlayStation 4, but that was a fun one. If you're into like fighting games and giant mechs and Gundam, I mean, That shit's awesome. Should I just... Does it make more sense to, like, use these weapons and then rift them, or just rift them? I think I'm just gonna rift them now. Let's get rifty. Oh, use then rift. Sick Med, how you doing? Thank you for that. Miss Dimples, why aren't you coming? Oh, okay. Use first. Okay. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. I blew it on every other ones. I was getting all excited. I'm like, I'm just gonna rift them right away. All right, I won't get rifty right yet. I was using them then rifting them, but that just takes too long for me. Now I'm starving. Yeah, maybe that's right. Maybe I will just rift them. Throw caution to the wind and just rift away. Let's do it. Let's just rift. Yeah. It's alright. I'm kind of building up, though. I'm building up a whole arsenal. Let's get him rifted. That way I can, like, rift and forget. I don't have to, like, think about it. Let's see how it goes. But yes, if you want legendary quicker, then rift first. Yeah, I just kind of want to build up a bit. I'm getting there. I do have enough now, I will say, to most likely take on... Right, take on the, Put this here. To take on the Storm King. But I'm going to wait till, I think, tomorrow. I think tomorrow will be the day. That will be the day. Tomorrow. That way, because I'll have a good amount. I didn't get on as early as I wanted to, and I want to have, like, a good amount of time to, like, probably lose to the Storm King and hate myself, and then, you know, try again. What I should probably do right now, too... I think I can make them. We should probably... Oh, I need more. No, not a storm charm. Totem of return. Let's make another one of these. Heavy wool. It's the only thing I can... This is nonsense. You know what I should do? I don't know what I'm gonna do. Yeah, that's you just read my mind, Miss Dimples. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. Gonna get this. Gonna give old Bobo here some vines. Where are they? I got a whole stack of 80 of them. Eat these vines, Bobo. Oh look, I got some. Oh no, that's the cow. Well, I appreciate that. Gonna feed you. Actually. That's awesome. Oh, you know what else I didn't do? I guess it doesn't really matter. I'll do it right now. Well, before I forget. 2 things. First, let's put these rift shards away. Second... I should, like... can't believe it's gonna be 4 o'clock already. Oh my god. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Put these away. Yo. I'm like so, I feel like I'm so oh my god, yeah, there's like I'm like seeing like glowing blue all over when I'm like flying through my world now. I'm like, god damn. I'm like, well, at least I know if I need a rift, I can fly and get one now. I'm just laughing though, because I'm like picturing myself. I'm like, yo, I'm so ready for this. I'm so ready for this Storm King. I'm gonna kick his ass with all my weapons, and he's just gonna fry me within like the first like. I'm gonna like, or I'll die probably really dumb. Like I'll get like knocked off or something. I'm like, yo, I'm ready. I'm ready. My game lags. Everything freezes. I die. That's like my first go. It's gonna be some nonsense like that. What am I doing? What else do we gotta put out around here? Around here. Yeah. It's beatable, but it's also an easy way to get frustrated too. Just depends. It'll be good. Maybe I'll name my stream Storm King. Watch me curse a lot. I should put the good stuff there and the extra stuff here. And that's all I have to say about that. Because goddamn. No, I haven't. I haven't even fought him once yet. Am I such a Sir Curse a Lot? I dub thee Sir Curse a Lot. I guess that's better than Sir Dies a Lot. But yeah, no, Waxos, I didn't. Yeah, I know. Going back to how I was saying, like I kind of just do things my way. What ended up happening was my plan originally was to do it in my survival world. Because I was like, let me do it in a survival world. I can like go through everything. I was like, my expert world, I'm worried that like something might glitch or I might. Sir Dies a Lot is my name. What's going on, Xbox? Little Miss Curse a Lot. Little Miss. But yeah, so my original plan was to do it in my survival world. And because I was like, I love my expert world, but I was like, I hear all the things about glitching and losing, and I'm like, I want to kind of get a feel for it first. And that's kind of how I did a lot of this stuff. You know, was I played my survival world and got a feel for everything. And then then I went to my expert and I was like, all right, I can do this. But then I got invited to play in a friend's expert world, and I was having fun with that. And I was like, you know what? I like my I'm gonna just do it. I'm like, fuck it, I'm doing it. And I just decided to start going there. So I kind of like got to a certain point. I got to like my storm village in my survival world got to like level 5 or 6, and then I was like, all right, doing an expert world. And I went to my expert world. Yeah. My whole thing is like, I like expert. Like I don't know if it's because I like the expert world, because I hate the idea of like, I like that it's harder, but I also don't like that there's a chance that I could just lose everything. I mean, if it happens, it happens. Like, c'est la vie. But, you know, but then again, when I play survival, I'm like, this is too easy. Now they give you flying in it. I'm like, this isn't even a real, like, world now. It feels like a sandbox. So it's like they, like, they kind of lowered everything. Because even expert at one point was, like, super unforgivable, though. Because that's crazy, man. Yeah, it was painful. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's kind of... I'm not going to try losing the world. If it happens, it happens. I came across an Instagram account that it's all WoW players playing hardcore and dying, and like their reactions. And I was like, this is such a... oh my god, like what a brutal account. It's just people like dying. Oh man. And it's like, as if you've played WoW before or any game where it's like you think you have it under control. You're like, oh, okay, okay, and then as they go on, it's like, oh no, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, and then just like, and it's just like, nope, that's it, and they just lost their level 50 World of Warcraft character, or higher, you know. I think there's one I kept on seeing that was like a guy yells because he's going, and I guess he must have hit somebody. He fell off a cliff. A monster didn't even get him. He just messed up and walked off a cliff. He's like, no! Just, there you go, you're dead. But I shouldn't laugh, because karma will come for me. Yeah, that's the thing. I think the hardest part, when I saw the backpack drop instead of the totem screen, I knew I was cooked, and I was a big upset. Oh, man. My thing is this. I don't really, like, I shouldn't say I don't mind losing, but it's much more frustrating when you lose to bullshit. His 8-year Minecraft account, he almost cried. Yeah. Because it's just like, you know, but I will say, going back to what you said, though, you just start over and go harder. And it's kind of like that initial loss makes you more, it builds up a little bit of a callus to that kind of stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I sort of, yeah, the pain of losing something like that. But again, it's like, if it's my fault, if it's a mess up like on that side of things, fine. But if the game lags me out or there's a weird glitch or something like that, then I kind of like, you know, like I don't mind losing to the Storm King if it's like whatever. But if I like freeze and then get hit and then I die, I'm like, that shit's annoying, because I'm like, that's the game not playing properly. It's much easier to start over now, knowing how to flip pieces and hide lights and etc. Yeah. Plus, as I was talking to Miss Dimples yesterday, I was saying how all my other builds in my other world are massive, and like it just becomes such a hassle to then decorate them. When like I love like what I did here, like, and this is a prefab, and I'm like, look at this, look at my little, I made a little cafe. You know, like it's simple. At the menus, you come over here. Ooh, what should we get? Oh yeah, I like a muffin, please. You come over here, you ring it up, and then you go, all right, I'm gonna sit down here, and people watch. You know? Yeah. I in my other world, I don't know if you've seen it, my survival. In my other world, I don't, almost everything I've done, well, except like the farm I did prefabs. I've come to really like prefabs because one of the things I do now is like, I just kind of, I'll modify them. Like look what I did, like this one here, this original bottom wasn't enclosed. I built a wall around it. I just created another room. So like you can kind of like, you know, and this one here too, this didn't have a bottom area. This was like stilts like that. I closed it off, made it all snug. You know? And I'm probably going to do the same over here with these. I'm probably going to do something. You know? So it's cool because I kind of like prefabs in that they show you how to use certain pieces, and it's like working with constraints. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like, actually, let's see. I don't have much time, but you know what I'll do? Because I'm not going to do anything else here at the moment. I'll show you, like, real quick, like my other world. Return to lobby. I'll show you my latest thing. The last thing I was working on before, it was the last thing I was working on it before like the Storm King update came out. And like I was kind of running into issues because of the build complexity. And I kind of did I made a whole TikTok on it actually about how I kind of discovered that like just because one thing has just because a lot of one thing has like build complexity, just because you can build somewhere else doesn't mean that that other building is not actually eating into that build complexity. It's a very strange thing. But you'll see, like, these are my custom builds, and like that's kind of why I like my survival world, is because, and the thing was back before they kind of did the update, Expert World was super brutal. You couldn't really fight in the Star Wars caves past, like, you couldn't do it. You couldn't fight the ice caves. It was just so brutal. Like, here's my big, look at this. Bum, bum. Still loading in shit. See? I'll just show you. Yeah. But this is, you know, on my castle. And I didn't hit build complexity until I decided to redo this. And then, like, I hit build complexity. And I'm like, oh, shit. Like, even this one. I thought I got lucked out. Like, I thought I had all this extra room. Nope. I did not. So then, that got to me. But here, real quick. What time is it? I got, like, 5 minutes. Actually, 2 things I want to show. I like to show off my, I don't know if you saw this one. I like my, I don't know if you guys see my floating building. This came out before the Lost Isles. I found a glitched desert mesa. Dimples, I'm pretty sure you saw this one already because I kind of show this, I like to show this one off a bit. But this one's just a building. This isn't even a village. Please don't freeze, computer. So this is fun stage right here. And actually, I found another one of these floating ones I didn't build on yet. And there's always freaking brute, like right over here. There's always a brute. Let's see, I like this. See, completely 100% floating. Woo! There's that brute. See that? Look at that. Hey Orion, what's going on, man? I'm just showing some of my crazier builds, just so you know that I'm not just I'm just not all about the prefabs, but I do like customs. This was the first one I put an elevator in. It actually works usually really nicely. Look at that. Shh. Quiet. No grind. Right? Now I'm stuck. Oh, there we go. Maybe I should make this go down. Bye. Brandy River. I couldn't remember who I saw. Maybe it was me. Maybe. But then the other one I was gonna go to now. This is the one. Is number, I think it's number 7. Yeah, this one. And I'll be honest, when I originally made this one, I didn't feel like it was that big. But I guess in hindsight, now I'm looking at it, I'm like, yeah, it's pretty freaking big. But I built most of what I need to in it, and I think I'm going to come back around. I'm also kind of crossing my fingers because... so I built it up here. Yes, she did. No, she didn't. This is kind of cool. This is actually on the highest. 2 things I love about this. I'll come in at the top actually, because I actually like what I did here. I built a library, so I do like the library. But as of now, I don't even think I could build anything. Oh, I have like a little bit of space. I can put down like one more piece. Got the library. Then you got like the dining hall, which I probably want to make more over here. I don't know what I want to put over here. But again, as I was talking to Miss Dimples, you see the shit, like I got so much space I don't know what to do with. And then here is like the cocktail hour area. Yeah. I kind of imagine this as like a like an ancient magical place with like knowledge and like hanging out and stuff. So again, kitchen, bar area. My favorite kind of, I feel like I love about this is this just seems super snug to me. I love this hallway, and it's just rooms. I just made all these rooms with computers and desks and beds for everyone. You know, super kind of feel like, you know. And then, of course, there's a bathroom behind that thing there. And you come in here. And this is like the throne room area. Or I said it's more of a, you know, kind of come in there. And then down here is like the work stuff. But like I run into like, you know, build issues now. And again, it's pretty cool. And I gave this this is elevator here. And then as you can see, a lot of it is, I was breaking stuff because the piece is down here. And then all the way out here. All this stuff. Yeah, sometimes like the prefabs with the small rooms, I feel that too. Like castles feel super big. I used to build like big castles, but then like each one was just like the size of the wall. And you're like, this feels very constricting. But yeah, so the pieces out here, believe it or not, these pieces still affected the piece count of that giant thing up there. So that was really sucky. But I had the 2 elevators. I started this down here because this vehicle can't fly any higher, even with the rockets. It just doesn't go any higher. So I had to kind of build like a lower landing pad to like bring up a vehicle to this. But again, the other cool thing, and I encourage anyone that finds this type of island, floating island, where it's got the cave on it. I don't even know if it needs the cave, but it's got this space like this. You know, like this whole thing. Pay attention to the base of this cliff. Because right down here, there was a crack. And in that crack was a cool, spacious opening. And the whole floating island is hollow. Look at that. And you have this. And I want to kind of build like a whole town with like levels around this. You know, so this is like a huge thing, undertaking that eventually you kind of get bored. Haskins elevator. I gotta check it out. But I do love this whole thing. And the good news is, from what I can tell, is that down here in all this space is a separate thing. I don't have to worry about build complexity. But yeah. But this was the last thing I was working on. That crack gives big jump scares. I walked into it on accident. So much panic. Yeah. But my whole idea was to build like around this, like over here, have this cave. This cave's got a golem in it, so like just, and I kind of just, after a while you're like, oh my god, I'm getting bored of building this thing. Like it's just, and it's like, and then you finish building, you're like, now I gotta decorate it. Oh my god, like this is too much. Like I'm gonna go, that's why like now I'm like, let me just build little houses, like little prefab stuff. And again, like this is like, you know, I got a lot of this like I said, this is my, I got like a treehouse village over here. We got my mountain one here. And we, of course, we got we have a Star Wars, and then we have my other non-Star Wars one here. And then I literally have like 2 village totems because it's like on here. And then like I built like another thing over here. And then I have my farm is down here. My farm is the prefab. That's where I started to really learn about enjoying the prefabs. Because I was like, I'm not going to think about how to build a barn, or use the barn parts. I'm not trying to customize the barn. Like, just give me the barn pieces, whatever. So I just did the prefabs. Yeah, I pretty much only build what I need, all functional. The only thing I currently have that 0 use is an arcade I built. I still want to build the arcade, that's for sure. Definitely want to still build an arcade. I don't know when that'll happen. But right now my main focus is the expert mode kind of thing. But yeah, but now I'm behind in this world. Like I don't have as much storm crap. I still have to get all the tomes in this world. So that's another thing. Oh, let's see something here now. What are we doing? We're looking at. So yeah, I mean this was my first world, so this was before. What am I doing? Oh, okay. I couldn't remember who I saw working on a floating rock in the drive-by. That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Brandy. But yeah, so let me see now, because actually I have to go. I'm actually running behind schedule. But now for all you peeps, who we got going on? Let's I think we're gonna raid. We're gonna raid Opie. He's got his music really going. Oh, don't do that. You're gonna get me dinged. What was the first time chat? Oh, Sentoki. So hi, hey, I didn't see that. Did that just come by? That's weird. I see it there. Why is that? Oh, snap. Sentoki, hi. How's it going? Cool. Okay, I didn't miss anything. I thought I did. I got worried there for a second. Cool. Thank you. Appreciate it. But now I'm actually gonna have to say, uh, sup. But we are gonna raid. I think a lot of our friends. Good old Opie. I'll make sure I try to spell it right this time, right? Miss Dimples. Don't want to screw that up again. I'm about to do a solo games before my kids get home. I don't think you need to type. Let's see, ready? And try it. You should be raid people you follow. Yeah, I'm gonna raid. Opie. He's a good dude, very creative. Although, what is he doing now? He's just sitting there. When I'm trying to raid people, yeah. Opie's cool. He's another. I mostly try to steer us all. Thank you. Yeah, that little one down there, so you can kind of see if anybody because I have it linked to YouTube as well, so people that are on that. What's he doing right now? I have it muted because I don't want it to. Orion, you have a good day as well. Also, just so you know, tonight I will be streaming again. I do this thing. It's called Legos. It's called Caverns and Clombos, and it's like a Lego D&D. I don't talk as much. It's like I usually talk like quietly, I'm playing the kind of game. It's like we kind of role play and all that kind of stuff. It's hosted by Long Tom and the Long Tom Lounge. But if you see me on at night, just do be aware too. I usually do like quiet streams at night. I call them dream streams where I talk like this, and it's a little bit like an unintentional Lego Fortnite ASMR. I'm gonna go. But yeah, but yeah. It's a good idea, I think, actually, especially Lego Fortnite is very with the ambient sounds and everything. Pretty good. But let me the thing is like this I have like this is like a green screen, so behind me is actually like my bed, and my wife is usually sleeping. Sentoki, thank you for coming by. It's good to see you as well, chatting. Hopefully we'll be doing more. I want to raid Opie, but he's just sitting there. Come on, man. We can do it. We can. Yeah. Go raid GMO Grandmaster. Oh, who's that? Oh. Let's see. Is he on right now? Grandmaster ONG. Okay, he's live right now. What's he doing though? Fortnite. Playing regular Fortnite. I'll do it. Let's raid. Got an ad. Let's do it. Boom. I want to thank everyone for coming by, chilling, and just chatting it up. I love talking games. I love talking Lego, and I love talking to everybody. That's why I do this shit. You guys all have a great rest of your day. Peace out.